We're going to go over some stuff with the Snyder Cut because numbers for the movie's first day are out. Definitely want to talk about those. And if the movie was a success or not, how does Warner feel about it? We're going to go over all of that. But first, I just wanted to show you guys this. This is an article from Vox. Justice League's Snyder Cut saga reminds us of which fans' voices get heard. Another glorious article from the mainstream talking about how you, the fan, are garbage and that your voice, your voice doesn't need to be heard. Okay, their voice needs to be heard, and then you're supposed to go with whatever Vox's voice is. This is a problem. This is one of the reasons why the Snyder stuff isn't going to happen anymore. That's because critics lampooned all of the movies, and because of that, you're not going to see anymore. Even though the audience satisfaction scores for most of the movies were pretty good, they just ignore all that. And we have evidence of that, by the way. I just wanted to show you this before we get into what's going on with the numbers. Yesterday, Batman vs. Superman 4K Ultra HD release came out. This was the ultimate edition of the movie, by the way. The one with like extra 30 minutes. This movie is sold out everywhere. I tried to buy it. I went to 3 brick and mortar stores yesterday. Unsuccessfully, I might add. Did not walk home with this movie. And if you look online, Target, Best Buy, Amazon, they're all sold out. The only place that has it is a website called Oldies, which I've never heard of. They have it for $20, but I don't know if that's a guarantee to get it soon or down the road. I did get it on Amazon, but I have to wait. It says 1 to 2 months to get the movie. So I don't know how far back the numbers are for who gets this or not. So the reason that it's a significant release, just so you know, is because the original 4K release of this movie is a lazy upconvert. So they actually did a proper, very well done 4K remaster for this. The Blu-ray is essentially the same. That is not sold out, but why would you buy that if you already have it? The real thing to get is the 4K edition of this movie. It's sold out. So it's sold out hard too, by the way. Like it's impossible to get as far as I can tell. Like you're going to be waiting like a month or so before you can get this because they're going to have to press more discs and they probably didn't make enough. The demand for the Snyder stuff is there. Okay, there's a lot of people that like this universe and they're just throwing it away so that they can bring in stuff like this. Warner Brothers TV signs deal with Center for Policing Equity CEO. And then, of course, we have the Superman movie that's coming out. Ta-Nehisi Coates writing it. Jar Jar Abrams going to be heading up the universe. Like, they're literally going to run their movies into the ground. But I've already talked about that. Let's talk about Justice League numbers, okay? So, Deadline's reporting here. Zack Snyder Justice League ranks behind Wonder Woman 1984 and HBO Max households. I don't know what that means to them because there's other news in here that actually outperformed Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is pretty significant to me. It didn't destroy it completely, but it did outperform it, but it was behind Wonder Woman. So there's multiple ways to take this. Now, Cosmic Book News is saying that this is a sign that it fails to deliver. I like Cosmic Book News. I don't think that it's failing to deliver here. I actually think the numbers are quite good considering the circumstances and the stigma surrounding Justice League. A lot of people don't know that Zack Snyder originally was going to make this movie because the average person doesn't give a shit and doesn't care about who's directing the movie. They're going to go see it because it's Justice League. So a lot of people went and saw the original Justice League and probably said, well, this movie sucks. And Zack Snyder's Justice League, well, what's that? What's the difference here? And as much as you try to educate people, they probably don't know. So a lot of people just saw, well, this is just going to be the same damn movie that I watched before. I'm not going to watch it. But despite the stigma, the movie still did pretty good. So let's go over the numbers here because I don't think it's as bad as Cosmic Book News is saying. So Samba TV reports that Zack Snyder's Justice League drew 1.8 million on HBO Max households in the first 5 minutes over its premiere weekend of March 19 through 21. That figure ranks behind the 2.2 million U.S. households that watched Wonder Woman 1984 on the streamer over December 25th through 27th. I want to point out that December 25th through the 27th is the holiday time. You have Christmas there. A lot of people weren't working, whereas March 19th through the 21st is a little bit different. It's not quite the same weekend as Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So that slight edge for Wonder Woman might have something to do with that number. It's just a guess. It's tough to break it down. Like, Wonder Woman did better. And how does that look to Warner Brothers executives? Well, they might want to take a look at this. Interestingly enough, Samba TV found Zack Snyder's Justice League besting the first weekend premiere of Disney Plus Marvel's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which they clocked at 1.7 million households. Disney Plus released a statement yesterday claiming that Falcon and the Winter Soldier posted the most viewed weekend premiere ever on Disney Plus, and Samba TV's data supported that. That's pretty big. So if Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the biggest release for Disney Plus yet, and you have Snyder Cut besting it by at least 100,000, that's pretty damn significant to me. And you have the Marvel series, which, like, the Marvel stuff is a huge, huge thing. Those are big numbers for Marvel, right? I don't know what WandaVision did, but these are big numbers for Marvel. But you have Justice League outperforming it, even if it's by a little. It still outperformed it. So you have a lot of good momentum here. And there's stuff we don't even know, right? We don't even know how many people watched it all the way through. What if the numbers for the people that sat down and watched that movie from start to stop are huge? That's a 4-hour movie. So if you have people, I watched it in one sitting. I did take some breaks, which was nice. I always took a break during the chapter change. But how many people like me did that, right? How many people picked it back up the next day? How many people finished it? These are good questions to ask. I got to tell you, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I thought it was kind of boring. It was okay, but it was just like, meh, I just don't care. I really don't care. Maybe I'm the only one, but to me, personally, I think the fact that this movie outperformed a Marvel original property that was meant to take momentum away from this, by the way, because make no mistake, there's a reason Falcon and the Winter Soldier dropped a day after this movie came out. That's just a little bit of a middle finger to DC from Marvel, which I think is all in good fun. But it's interesting. Both went against each other, and who came out on top? Justice League. And then, literally, the Tuesday following, that 4K Blu-ray comes out, sells out everywhere. Okay, you got a hungry audience here. Doesn't matter, though. We already had the CEO of Warner Studios come out and say, that's it for Zack Snyder. We're going to move forward with this crazy woke future. That's the future for our DC properties when it comes to live action, and that's where we're going. So, really stupid move in my opinion, and they deserve the failure that's coming to them, if you want my honest thoughts on it. So, interesting stuff here. Wanted to talk about it. What do you guys think? I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.